A new look for a new season of semi-professional soccer here in Ontario. It's the inaugural season of the OPL, continuing from what was League One Ontario for the past now 12 years, starting back in 2014. We continue to bring top-level soccer here in Ontario and across all of Canada. And tonight, it's match week 1. It's the opening week. And it's the OPL Cup, the Ontario Premier League Cup, between two OPL 2 sides now who have new looks this season. Looking at Inter Toronto, now formerly known as York United, the pathway team towards the CPL in what was York United, now Inter Toronto. So the Inter Toronto 2 team playing in what was League One Championship last season, now the OPL 2, and getting promotion for the first time is Cambridge United as they move back up from League 2 play into what is now OPL 2, and they'll be playing there this season. They led League 2 last year with 36 points, 12 wins on the season, and a pretty successful one as well for Inter Toronto. In OPL 2 League 1 Championship last year, they were 10-5-7, 35 points on the year, finishing in that middle part of the standings. My name is Noel Vogel. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. And taking a look at the starting lineups for this evening's match. There's many matches going on that has continued throughout today for the round of 16. Both teams last year in the OPL Cup winning their first round matchups. For Inter Toronto, they won on pens. It was a 0-0 finish through the first 120 minutes of play. They ended up beating Sudbury in that first round before losing in the second 4-1 against Woodbridge. And for Cambridge, it was a big, strong performance in their first round win. It was 3-0 for Alliance, in that first round. Second round loss against Sipco, it was a 2-0 loss. And just before we kick things off, we'll acknowledge some of our proud partners of the Ontario Premier League, including the Cruyff Institute, Gatorade, One Soccer, where you can follow your one favorite OPL alumni as they compete in the Canadian Premier League and the TELUS Canadian Championships exclusively on One Soccer, Voigt, Hummel, Vibrant Performance, the Canadian Premier League, and Ontario Soccer. So here we get underway. Romano will kicking things off in a quick early break for Cambridge. Chance to cross it into the box. It was blocked on the byline and cleared away by Inter Toronto for a throw. And now we'll walk you through the starters here for tonight's game. In goal for Cambridge is Sam Schaefer. As the tackle goes in, Mateo Grant, Evan, and Tolchich, Marco Lessig, John Alesi, Tristan Greenwich, Callum Heimbecker, Adam Sheik, as well as Patrick Brousseau, Luca Romano, and the captain, Nicholas and Tolchich. And for Inter Toronto, it's the goalkeeper, Michael Williams, who will captain his team this evening. Tayshawn Taylor, Bodan Kanefosky, as well as Serge Kalushin, Ali Majed, Eduardo Ramos, Elian Yeshaya, as well as William Sua. Chance here for Inter. A great save made by Schaefer Annette as he was tested here early. And that one cleared all the way down. Anthony Moreno, Noah Del Vecchio, as well as Kamari Record Wright. There's a big name here for Inter Toronto in their another season. He was signed last year. He got a chance to play for the CPL team. He came off the bench in a game for York United last year. Romano gets up and fouls going Inter Toronto away. Head referee for tonight's match, Shinava Rajabi. Played forward, touchdown, and now to the outside. Both teams looking to try and gain some possession. Now some touches inside the box. Trying to go around Brousseau. His last touch off Inter. It's going to be a goal kick. Shia just running out of room on that end line. Here's Patrick Brousseau Guelph, Ontario native, played for Waterloo for the last 3 seasons of OUA soccer. He's brought a lot of experience to this team. Here's Alessi now behind. Got the flick on from Romano. Del Vecchio chasing him down. Now held in possession. He's knocked over. Alessi still trying to battle for that ball. Comes out to Yeshaya. Just lost possession. And Tolchich will now take things for United. Here's Greenwich. Mateo Grant. Loves to get up that left wing flank, that up and down fullback. And that 3-5-2 formation Cambridge United likes to play, as it'll come all the way back to Schaefer now with Greenwich. Looking forward, Romano, and well over his net was Williams, able to play sweeper that time. Headed down by Lesage, trying to get the return feed. It came into his path, and Tolich was making the run for, but it's taken away now. And Record Wright going down as he was hit. Inter will take possession on the free kick. So transition for both teams is what's been able to create chances. Grant on the far side just getting a talking to on that last challenge. Here's Del Vecchio. Kenefotsky. No, Del Vecchio played his last season in the OUA for Brock University. Strong year for them. They ended up losing to, what was the Waterloo Warriors in that first round playoff match. It was a 3-0 win for what's the local university here in Cambridge. Played forward looking for Romano at his back turn. It was taken away. And now it's Tayshawn Taylor. Kenefotsky, originally from Ukraine, class of 2026, another part of this Inter-Toronto team, and the pathway is they signed a lot of young players, a lot of good young talent. Players still looking to play maybe in that post-secondary level, but also, again, looking to make their pro dreams come true and play for the first team with Inter-Toronto in the CPL. Schaefer. Greenidge looking to drive. He finds Lesage, goes to the outside for Grant. First time ball behind. Kenefotsky able to cut it off. Sewell was stopped up on the turn. Back in possession of United. It switched over now to the near side, and Tolich. And Tolchich had an incredible season this year for the Conestoga Condors. Of course, also playing on this field in their OCAA season. That's a high ball towards the back post, and Williams got up to make a good grab. Nishaya. Kalushin with it now. He finds Williams. Serge Kalushin, another young player out of Hamilton. He played for St. Jean-Jay-Brebeuf in the Hamilton area at a high school, class of 2025. Ball played in behind, a chance here. It's cut off by Brousseau. Played forward by Greenidge. Nobody there as it flew over the head of Romano. There's no Del Vecchio. Now the near side, Kalushin. Looking drive towards the line. The ball played in behind. And just a little too far for Moreno. And for Cambridge, we talked about 12-2 last season. in League Two play. That finished them top in the regular season with 36 points. And when they got to the League Two Cup final last year against St. Catharines Roma, they ended up falling 2-1 in extra time. But with Roma having their first team already in the Premier Division, they weren't able to get promotion. So that led Cambridge to be able to play in the promotion match last year, which they won due to a forfeit. And places them now in OPL 2 this season. And they're looking to, with a very similar team that they had to last season, a lot of their core players returning again this year. Trying to continue that success they had last season. Flick forward by Grant. Taylor able to knock it down, and Del Vecchio will take possession. Ganafotsky, now Kalushin. Trying to play him behind. Lessage just let it run. Schaefer will corral inside his own box. Here's Tristan Greenidge. Ball played forward, was cut out by Del Vecchio. And Tolcic, Lessage. Grant now finds Antolcic in the middle. Captain Nicholas Antolcic, now Brousseau. Late challenge coming in, and whistle blown down as Brousseau still lingering from that late challenge, as it was Asaya who came in and just caught him from behind. It'll be a free kick, Cambridge. United will play short, now look long with Greenidge, and straight into the hands of Williams. Greenidge, another experienced player playing in the back. Cambridge, Ontario native, played 5 years with Laurier. Started 8 games in the UA this past season. He was Rookie of the Year for Laurier, their team, many years ago. Just out of bounds in front of the Cambridge United bench will be their throw. Long ball played forward. Romano able to knock it down for Grant. His pass able to find Nicholas and Tolcic. Chance here for Cambridge to get delivery into the box, and diving through was Leslie, but it was too far over his head. Challenge in came down from record right. Played forward by Evan Tolcic. Grant trying to muscle off the ball. He's able to win the throw, but a foul committed just before, or rather will be Cambridge ball. Throw taken quickly now, Lessage. Looking to switch, able to find Nicholas Antolcic. Trying to get through a couple of Inter-Toronto players. Now Evan Antolcic. Got hit from behind. Cambridge wanted a call, but now a transition opportunity for Inter. Shia couldn't reach up to that ball as Brousseau got in ahead and cleared it out of play. Here's record right. Into the feet now of Moreno. Challenge coming in from Brousseau. Thought it won cleanly. It's going to be Inter free kick. In a dangerous position to put in a good ball here. Two other games currently underway is North Toronto and Rush Academy, where North Toronto leads in the 40th minute 1-0. And Guelph United and Railway City also underway in the OPL Cup Men's Division. Guelph leading that one 1-0 at halftime. Chance here for Inter to get a good ball in towards the back post. It was a free header for Kanifotsky, but he couldn't get it back towards goal. Turnover chances. Grant is pulled down from the back, and They're ushering on the trainer to come check on him. Surprised no card going the way of Inter on that chance that could have braked for United. It was Del Vecchio who made the foul. And he'll just get a warning for now, but we'll have to be careful moving forward here in just the early stages of this game, nearing out on the first 13 minutes. So United will look long in towards Romano. It was cut out by Ishaya. Romano able to get it back for Evan Antolcic, and it was Record Wright who knocked him over. Head coaches tonight for Cambridge, Sean Morgan and Marco Bonifiglio for Inter. Taking the managerial role here tonight for Inter's first game of the season for their second team. And Tolcic with a chance to put it in. It's a shallow ball towards the edge of the 18. It was cleared away by Inter. Grant looking to go back in first time. High ball dropping as Alessi trying to get body position. And that pass knocked maybe just too hard. Green is trying to chase it down into the corner. And they're going to say it was just out. It'll be a goal kick. And Toronto will take possession. Inter will work out of the back out of the goal kick. Williams. Pressure coming in from United. Kalushin. And that one towards the middle of the park. It's put back in by Evan Antolcic. Williams looking forward. Able to find the feet of Kalushin. Now Moreno just misjudged that pass as he let it go, but wasn't able to quite catch up to it. Brousseau looking to get the return from Antolcic. He was just out of play. Quickly taken down the line now as Moreno. Ashaya, Record Right. Here's Noah Del Vecchio. Taylor trying to find the feet of Record Right. Bounced off his foot on that first touch, allowed for Greenidge to clear. Went back inside the Cambridge United box. Greenidge struggling to get it away, but he does so. Taylor with the throw. Clear now again in possession with Inter. Tayshawn Taylor, Milton, Ontario native, played 2 years at Sheridan College. Played previously for Pro Stars League 2 before joining Inter just last season. In his time with Sheridan, played 20 OCAA games, scoring 1 goal from that right back position. Also playing as a center back in his time as well. And that outside flank tonight is Antolcic able to take it back inside his own third. Clear towards the halfway line. It's out off Kanifoski. Romano couldn't collect. Now Inter with the throw. Antolcic lost out possession, and he just got in behind Eduardo Ramos. It'll be a free kick Inter. Taylor. Del Vecchio now Kanifotsky will return feed. Delvecchio now looking behind. The run was made shallow, allowed for Greenidge to head away. Knocked down by Sua. He lost it out of bounds. And it'll be a Cambridge throw. Both these teams failing to get past the second round in the OPL Cup last season. They'll face off against each other again this year for a majority of the season. Now being both in OPL 2 this year with Cambridge getting promoted. Alesi, and it's blown down. Appeared to be a head injury. It's Noah Delvecchio who got hit in the facial area on that last play. And with any head injury, forcing Navarajabi to blow it down quickly to make sure he was okay. Be interesting to where the ball will be played back. It'll be with Cambridge possession. They had the ball last before it was blown down. And Tolchich having a conversation now with Rajabi. We'll get it back underway. Greenidge under pressure, able to escape with the dribble, but was closed down quickly. And Tolchich hit his own brother, his teammate, in fact, but he's able to win it back. And then Tolchich now to the far side for Grant. Cambridge looking quickly down as they continue to look for that ball behind rather than hold possession in their own third. Delvecchio will take the throw back to his keeper and Williams. Hasn't really been tested yet so far. Real chance coming on the other end with Schaefer making that strong save in the first 5 minutes. Here's Record Right. Dropping deep now in that sixth position as he looks to receive the ball. Sua. And Majed just lost out, and Lesic trying to look forward for Romano. He holds up and finds Grant. Mateo Grant. Lesic was making the run in behind. It was cut off by Kanifotsky, and here comes Inter. Ramos. Record Right lost out as Lesic able to take possession. Scheich now towards the corner. It was cut off by Kanifotsky, and no nonsense, able to just put it out of bounds. Tristan Greenidge. Lesic. Defender on his back now. And Tolchich with a chance in behind, trying to get it over the keeper as Williams had came out. But that one sailing well over the top of the crossbar. Nicholas Antolchich finding himself in a lot of space that time in behind. He hasn't had a lot of room to operate so far in the start of this first half, nearing in on the halfway point. Taylor gets the return feed, now looking to stretch his legs. Grant came in from behind, a clean tackle though, and now United looking to pounce on the opportunity. Nicholas Antolchich, the ball behind, but Record Right with a strong foot able to cut out that pass, and Taylor gave it away. Felt like a really big defensive stop there from Kamari Record Right, as John Alessi had just broken behind the back line. That ball was heading straight towards him from Antolcic. Here's Grant, able to skip away from the challenge, but cleared away by Ramos. Last touch off an Inter player. It'll be Cambridge throw. Whistle blown down. There was battle between Romano and Taylor on the far side. Luke Romano, Kitchener, Ontario native, plays just his third season now with Conestoga this past year. He became an OCAA champion. He was a first-team All-Star back in 2024. He's been a big key and one of the top goal scorers in the OCAA for the past few years. And with Conestoga winning that OCAA champion and just losing out in the final of the national champion this year against Humber, Romano might be in behind here, but the flag quickly up as he was in loads of space in behind the defense. But there was a reason for that. It was too far behind the line before that ball was played. Majed now with Del Vecchio. Michael Williams trying to get his team moved up forward as Inter looking to push Cambridge back as they hold possession here in their own third. Pressure comes as William looks forward. Ball played in towards the head of Lesic. He knocks it down for Romano, gives it away Taylor. Whistle blown down. Cambridge cannot believe it. It was William Sua who got knocked down from behind. It'll be a free kick Inter. Ali Majed will come over to take it. Rather, he'll leave it for Kalushin. Kalushin last season played 13 matches, 11 starts for what was York United, now Inter Toronto. He had 1 goal in those 13 matches. Del Vecchio trying to bring it back in towards the 18-yard box, but Cambridge able to clear. Taylor gave it right to Alesi. All alone trying to turn away from Shia, and he lost it out of bounds. Alesi disappointed with himself. He wasn't able to capitalize on that turnover around midfield. Taylor. Brousseau back towards the middle. Nice turn there, Moreno. Able to flick it over. Shia just couldn't quite connect. As the challenge came in from Shaik, who just got enough of that ball to steer it away from Shia, who got the last touch. And now Cambridge able to work away from the press. And Tolcic was hit from behind by Record Wright. And now we'll see the first yellow of tonight's match. It's going to go to Inter Toronto. And Kamari Record Wright will find his name in the book tonight. Feels like a long time coming for that first yellow. We've seen a couple of late challenges from both teams so far, but it's Record Wright, the first to be booked. Greenwich in behind for Grant. Great touch to find Romano. Lesic. Those two see a lot of each other, playing Conestoga for the past 3 years. with each other. Schaefer had to be sure. He came well out of his net to clear that one out of play. Heimbecker not taking any chances. He'll let that run for a Cambridge goal kick. United still looking for the first shot on target so far. Just the one for Inter coming early on in this match. We're sitting at 0-0. They're in the OPL Cup first round of matches. These teams got the draw way back a few months ago and been able to prepare for this first match of the OPL 2026 season. Grant, great ball towards the back post. Scheik battled there with Kalushin, who did a great job to get back over and a good defensive play, but he has given up a corner. Be a good opportunity for left-footed Mateo Grant to swing one in here. Bodies pile in around the goalkeeper. Swung towards the middle, and it's Williams able to corral. And he's looking to get his team off to the races. Ashaya able to get by his man. Sua was offside as the flag went up. And a chance for Inter Toronto is halted. And nothing to come from it. Those are chances with the young and very quick playing team that Inter Toronto is. They want to take advantage of those. When Cambridge is able to pile bodies in towards the box. Had to be sure that time, did Heimbecker. He was able to get it forward. And Tolcic now Brousseau, and it's headed out of play by Kalushin. Scheik will play back Brousseau, and he's giving it away here. Chance now for Inter. Ashaya towards the 6-yard area. It's Greenidge able to clear as that ball was looking for the return feed for Moreno, who had a look up as Schaefer was decent a bit off his line, elected not to try and chip the goalkeeper from about 30 yards out. Throwing in the deep corner now for Toronto. Towards the middle of the park. Taylor able to get the return feed as he crosses towards the near post, but a wasteful cross at that, as we're past now the 30-minute mark here this first half. Inter will start the press as Brousseau turns it over. Kalushin ran out of room, but was able to win the throw. Ashaya. Ramos trying to turn. Shot was blocked inside the 18-yard box. Ball still bouncing, and Tolcic now able to clear. Inter having a good spell here. They've had some chances inside the area. Trying to turn that time. Came off the body of Ashaya. Cambridge wanted to be a handball. They're able to clear it away and win the throw. Jet had a good look to shoot just outside the D, but it was well defended as Heimbecker able to get his body in front and make the block. Alesi got by his man, but they blew it dead as he wanted them to play advantage. It's pulled back for a free kick for Cambridge, and they'll play it short. Heimbecker. Now with Greenwich. Del Vecchio go back for Williams, who didn't get all of that clearance. Record right. Plays it out to the near side wing. Ashaya, first time ball. Moreno, one chasing after it. Heimbecker got in front of him and will just clear it out of harm's way. Moreno. Here's Record right. Toronto, Ontario native, competed for Ontario U17 this past summer and fall season. He also competed with Canada's U15 national team back in 2023. Scored a goal in the 3 matches he played. We talked about at the start is very, very high potential for him. He got called up to the CPL team just last season. Foul on Inter. It'll be Cambridge with a free kick. In the 16 matches he did play for York United last year, and was unable to score in 10 starts. He was seen as more of a forward-playing player, but now he's dropped into that holding mid slash box-to-box position. He plays it so very well. He controls the ball excellently, but also has that burst of speed to look forward. Del Vecchio will play short. He'll get it back from Williams. Nearing on the final 10 minutes here of this first 45. Still 0-0 between Inter Toronto and Cambridge United. Del Vecchio able to break the line and find Majed. It was cut out that time by Greenwich. Romano able to twist and find Alesi. There's Evan Antolcic. Played just a second season with Conestoga, the Kitchener, Ontario native. Challenge coming in from Kalushin. Lesic battling for it, now able to win it back. Ball played in behind. Grant able to stay on side. Could be a great chance here for United. Trying to settle himself. Fired with the left foot. And well over the crossbar that time as Del Vecchio had a great burst to get across and pressure Mateo Grant. And that turnover near the middle of the park, Taylor was well up the field and left Grant in acres of space. And he was fouled by a great ball in behind, just was unable to really settle himself. Record right looking long now. A Shia flag up on the far side. Mateo Grant, another Conestoga College player, played his second season last year. He was in his rookie season. He was OCAA Rookie of the Year. He was also a first-team All-Star in 2024. Scored 2 goals from that left wing back position. He dangerous all along that left flank. Failed to score in League 2 last year in 11 matches that he played. 10 starts over the 2025 season. Del Vecchio, the tough ball back towards Williams, and it just went out on the end line, so they'll give up a corner. "37 minutes still looking. The first shot on target for United. And a corner here. Grant to take. In-swinger towards the back post. Romano got up and did not quite connect with it, but he'll get another chance on the far side. So it'll be Nicholas Antolcic to take. This one towards the near post. Williams might have got a punch away. Struck back towards the middle. Was blocked in front by Inter. And now they're looking long. Sua got him behind Grant, but his touch way too far in front as it steers itself out of bounds. After that strong spell from Inter where they created a couple of chances, Cambridge has done a good job to get themselves back in the final third. One chance from Grant. Really feel like Cambridge could have had a better opportunity to at least get their first shot on net. Shite towards the middle, flicked forward. Alessi, great challenge from Taylor on his backside, able to clear it away. Lesic, great turn in. Tolcic in on goal. And it was Kalushin who just got the touch away in front of Williams. And he gave up the corner. Another opportunity for Conestoga to swing at a ball here. There you go on the 40th minute of play in this first half. Mateo Grant. And towards the middle of the 6, and Williams again coming out to claim. Sua with a strong battle, able to keep it away from Shaik. Great touch that time from Ashaya, but he could not find Morano. That ball just played behind him. Here's Evan Antolcic. Alessi came off of Inter. That'll be United throw. Two other games just kicking off. Around 10 minutes ago, FC London and Oakville, as well as Unionville and Kingston Centennials also playing here tonight. Offside flag up on Shaik on the near side. Though still at 0-0 early on in the first half. Williams for Del Vecchio. Quickly looking for Morano. Record right playing back towards him. And now Kalushin will settle. Morano now checking towards the ball. Taken away, and Antolcic thought he'd have a go. We saw Williams well off his line. That one steered well past the left post. Kenifotsky. Ukrainians ball too far away from Shaya. Nicholas Antolcic will play back for Brousseau. Heibecker. Now with Greenidge. Grant trying to flick forward for Leslie. It'll be Inter throw. Del Vecchio looking for it from Taylor. Checking now towards his Ramos. Morano. So able to get it back. Morano trying to slip in behind, but it was Antolcic who cut it out. Brousseau looking towards Romano. Kanafotsky able to win it cleanly. Here's Del Vecchio. Kalushin looking long. Nobody made the run for Inter, and just a wasteful pass from the visitors. Both teams have had a hard time so far in this first half, really building up play back from their own ends. And Tolcic trying to twist away. Taylor came in with a challenge, able to win it 4 for his team, but it's back with United. And Tolcic, tricky, able to flick over a couple of Inter players as he's dragged down from behind, able to win the free kick. And Tolcic. Brousseau gave it right away to Ashaya. And might have played a great ball in here for Moreno, as having to be safe that time was Heimbecker, sliding but giving up the corner. Final minute of regular time here in this first half. It remains scoreless between two OPL sides here in the OPL Cup and the 2026 season. Inter Toronto and Cambridge United towards the back post. Got through a couple of bodies. Romano cleared that one. Toronto will take the throw on the far side. No, Del Vecchio will take it. They look to get towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Alesi clears all the way towards Williams. Fourth official indicating there's going to be 2 minutes of added time before the halftime break. Kalushin dispossessed. Cambridge give it right back as Ramos coming all the way to take that away, and Kanafotsky will go back for Williams. Kanafotsky. Ashaya was a heavy touch as he was pressured from behind. Romano. Scheich looking to deliver to one towards the back post. Nobody there, but a failed clearance allows Grant to try and send it back in. Came off an Inter player. Lesic gets it from Grant now, finds Tolcic. Looking towards Romano, was cut up by Kalushin. Scheich coming back to take it back as he dispossesses him. Brousseau. Twisting will find Heimbecker. And now United will look forward once more. Del Vecchio cuts it out. Excellent touch that time from Majeb, but he gives it away to Lesic. Taylor able to keep it in just in front of the Inter Toronto bench, and Williams will hold. Over halfway through now, the 2 minutes of extra time played here at the end of the first half. Majeb, now Kalushin. Looking in behind again, and that one too far for anyone to reach, and the whistle blown for halftime. It remains scoreless between Cambridge United and Inter Toronto. Before we send it to the halftime break, we'll thank our Following partners of the Ontario Premier League, the Cruyff Institute, educating the future leaders of the soccer industry. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. One Soccer, the home of soccer in Canada. Follow your favorite OPL alumni as they compete in the Canadian Premier League, the TELUS Canadian Championship, and with our Canadian national teams, all exclusively on One Soccer. Voit, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and the preferred match ball of the Ontario Premier League. Hummel, the official apparel supplier of OPL. Vibrant Performance, Canada's most trusted brand for automotive race parts and accessories. The Canadian Premier League, our game, our country, our league. And Ontario Soccer, encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite. So a scoreless first half between Cambridge United and Inter Toronto. 5 teams already have got themselves into the second round of the OPL Cup from today, and 5 more teams are looking to do so. 4 of the games also underway. Guelph United currently leading Railway City in the 86-minute rush in North Toronto, has North Toronto leading 2-0. And a 0-0 start to the first half in this one. My name is Noah Vogel as we get started for the second half of action here. No changes personnel-wise, as both managers sticking with their starting 11s that they handpicked at the start of tonight's match. Greenwich throwing in a strong challenge to start the second half. Lesic, strong touch, able to hold on to possession. Romano. See if either team will come a little more offensive to start this second half. It was both teams really trying to figure each other out in that first 45 as Tolcic was knocked down hard by Sua, coming in with a late challenge. Greenwich will play short. He'll get it back from Tolcic. Here's Grant. Had an excellent opportunity in the first half. It was a ball played over top where he had, I think, a lot more space than he expected. Just was not able to capitalize. United still without a shot on target. The only one for Inter coming well early in that first half. Brousseau got ahead to it. Shake able to play it forward as Romano. Nice feet to stop up. He finds Alessi, lets it run. He's got Grant running down the flank. Chance here for Mateo Grant to put it in towards the back post. It's cleared away on the second opportunity by Majed. Just outside the D, Romano. Greenwich. And Tolcic just making the run in behind. He'll leave it as Shake will pick it up on the far side. Able to get by Kalushin. Tough ball towards the 6-yard box. Came all the way out. Grant was racing for it. Record White with a chance to clear. He does so up towards the halfway mark of the field. Here's Kamari Record right. He's knocked over by Greenwich. They'll play on. Cambridge looking to get that ball deep early on and cut that ball back. Was a good ball as it just skipped over the foot of Alessi. He was waiting just inside the 6. Here's Del Vecchio. Williams now with Kanifotsky. Inter now trying to get themselves, they've started slow so far these first 2.5 minutes, but now they have it in the final third across towards the front post. It was awkwardly dealt with by Heimbecker as Taylor got knocked down. The challenge from Alesi. Crowd wanted a foul for Inter Toronto, and Tolcic raced into the stands as Del Vecchio threw in a challenge, and a fan getting knocked over in the process. Everyone looks to be okay. Looks like it'll just be a throw for United here. Grant will play back for Greenwich. Ball played in behind by Heimbecker. It was tough read for Kalushin as he played it back towards a dangerous area. Taylor with a good clearance. Alesi back now for Greenwich. That left foot in swinger to the back post. A challenge went up. Flag went up instantly on the far side. It was offside, and it looks like Williams is hurt. He's gone down. It was Evan Antolcic who went in the 50-50 with Williams. It was assistant referee Anu Shah who put his flag up on the far side as Antolcic was in an offside position. Williams looks to be okay. A good side for Inter Toronto as he'll continue on. Here's Tayshawn Taylor. Sua. Pressure from behind from Grant. Taylor continued his run. Now the ball into the box was dealt with by Heibecker, and Moreno was the intended target, wanted a handball. Nothing coming from the assistant referee on the near side. It'll be a corner, though, for Toronto, their first of the second half. Actually, be their first of the game so far. They haven't had many set-piece opportunities in the final third. It'll be Kalushin to take, and the in-swinging on the left boot as Ramos was getting into it with Grant as they were battling for position in front of Schaefer. So first corner opportunity for Inter. Kalushin to take. High looping ball towards the edge of the 6. It was cleared away. And a good head from Lesic. Ashaya battling there. Able to win the throw against Alesi. So nothing to come for the first corner opportunity for Inter Toronto. Now the throw as record right will look long. Laser towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Romano trying to keep it in, could not do so. Here's Del Vecchio. Kenefotsky. Ball behind was cleared by Brousseau. Both back lines have done an excellent job so far. Those long balls being played, they've been able to cut out pretty well. Nothing really squeaking through so far here tonight. Kalushin looking to be tricky as he plays that ball down the line. Moreno couldn't quite catch up to it. Came all the way back for Schaefer, who got it forward. Here's Romano on the turn. Shake with an excellent ball. Finds Antolcic, the shot right on. Williams makes his easy first save of the evening. First shot on target for United. Williams spreads wide for Kalushin. Wanted it off the hands. He did play on as now Shake with the ball, trying to cross it towards that near post. It came off a body. It'll be another corner for Cambridge as Grant will trot over to take that in-swinger. Lesic and Alesi will sit right on top of Williams and Nat, who tried to clear him out and was told no by the referee. A lot of aerial threats for this Cambridge team. They looked to go short, but it was bone dead prior, as it was Romano who got tied up there with Ramos. They won't go short this time. Grant towards the back post. A great cross in. Headed back by Romano towards goal. Came off of the upright and behind the net. So it was out of play before that ball came back down. A dangerous corner from Grant. Romano redirected that header back towards the 6-yard box, and Brousseau just couldn't quite get as much as he would have wanted on it. Cambridge has been the better of the team so far to start the second half. Just 10 minutes in of this scoreless first round of the OPL Cup. That one got through Evan Antolcic. Brousseau clears high as Deshaun Taylor gives it right back to Cambridge as Greenwich. Looking to play the ball behind again. Antolcic was the one making the run. Able to get by Kanifatsky. Antolcic still working. Del Vecchio came across. Able to skip away from the challenge now as he clears it forward. Lesic. Back turn came off the head of Ramos. Misjudged the aerial attempt to knock that one down. It came off of him, but it was a foul called. Inter looking to play quickly. Moreno. Multiple Cambridge United defenders able to clear that one away. Ramos. Sua, challenge from Grant. Inter will hold on to possession. Taylor to the head, flicked over by Ramos rather, as it was a tricky one for Brousseau, who is a little lackadaisical inside of his own 18. Shaya was the one just kind of creeping around that 6-yard box area, almost created that opportunity, came off the deflection, but Schaefer able to just pick it up. Back in possession with Toronto. Del Vecchio finds Kanifatsky. Del Vecchio. And behind the ball looking for Moreno. It was headed away by Heimbecker. And the ball back towards Moreno was cleared away. Another corner for Inter. As Ishaya was just looking for that cut back towards a dangerous area in the box. He'll head over now and he'll take this corner for Inter. Their second of the game so far. First one wasn't able to really create any type of opportunity. Still waiting for players to keep their hands down as Ishaya tight and towards the keeper. It was steered away by Schaefer. And record right. Got a lot behind that, but got a little under it as it went up and over the crossbar. Inter getting themselves back into the second half after a slow start. Good spell for them over the last couple of minutes. And Tolcic into the feet of Romano. Looking to twist, but record right was all over him. He forced him out of bounds. That's that play that makes him so dear to Inter Toronto, his ability to win balls back for Seam inside of the middle in his own third. Again, able to intercept that pass. Won it back momentarily from Antolcic, but he's got it now. Looking to play in behind for Shake, but that ball too far as it rolls out for an Inter goal kick. Kalushin. Cut out by Brousseau. That pass was behind Alessi, but Taylor had to be quick there. Grant was all over him. Now Grant knocked down just outside the 18. Referee saw nothing, and Taylor was able to force it out on the sideline, didn't give up the corner. Grant, back for Greenidge. Greenidge looking to spread towards Leshich. She let that one over, and Tolcic a drive. Safe hands from Williams in net. He's been tested here in the second half, and he's been up to it so far. Nicholas Tolcic last season in just 8 matches in League Two had 8 goals. And this year, or rather 2024, when he last played for Waterloo University, had 5 goals and 12 starts for the Warriors. He's a strong goal scorer and top level of play in Ontario, and was taken away that time by Williams. Kenneth Fotsky was under pressure. Delvecchio had to get rid. Now Romano on the turn. Alessi just unable to corral that touch, and now a chance for Ramos. Looking to spread wide. Target is Sua. Excellent touch forward off the shoulder, able to knock over Greenidge. Sua still with possession, but Grant able to clear it out. And it will be a corner throw-in as Record Right will take. Bullet towards Ramos. Able to protect and fire that one right into the hands of Schaefer. Schaefer plays forward for Romano. Tried to lay it off for his teammate, but Yeshai able to pick it off. His ball into the box, cleared away. Record Right. That one just steered wide and was always going wide from Kamari Record Right. The game opening up here in the second half. Both teams having a lot more attempts on goal. United will play out of the back. Schaefer. Lesic. Pressure coming in. A turnover. Ramos. Moreno. Back towards in front of goal. And Schaefer, safe hands. Able to come out and clear that one before it got to the back post. Yeshai was waiting for it. Schaefer, an excellent ball forward. Flicked over by Romano. Delvecchio. Coming across, battling there with Grant. He clears it out for a throw. Romano took down Sua as he won possession back. Majed able to spring it wide. First time ball over Moreno, was making the run in behind. Schaefer came out to head it away. Ramos. Ramos driving in. Ramos trying to get through one more, but Heibecker with a dire tackle able to keep that chance from becoming something more. Now Inter will slow things down as Williams will find Kenneth Fotsky. Ball got left in behind. Heibecker having to hurry to come across. And he gives up the corner. Another corner opportunity for Toronto. As all bodies roam in towards the box, it'll be Shia to take. 19 minutes gone now here in the second half. Towards the back post. Delvecchio got a piece of it and steered it back towards the 6-yard box, but nobody there for Inter. allowed Cambridge to clear. Grant will help it on. Taylor has to be sure here. And he did very, very well with Antolcic on his back. Flag came up on the near side as Moreno came back from an offside position. "65 minutes played, and we're still tied 0-0. Shake. Able to keep it in. Left-footed cross towards the back post, too high for Alesi. Now Grant. First time back in towards the box. Romano. Shake a drive and a great save again from Williams. Two big stops now for Williams in this second half. Cambridge has had much better of the opportunities here as Taylor completely misjudged that pass, and now Cambridge looking to move quickly. Romano finds Grant. Grant again looking to spread towards Alesi, who was the intended target, but Williams coming out to collect. Credit to both keepers in this game so far. Of course, the lack of scoring with none coming through 65 minutes of play. Both keepers have been sturdy in net and made a couple of really strong saves. Here's Ashaya now. Ashaya looking towards the end line. His cross was not up to the standard it needed as it goes up and out of play. And now a big substitution group coming in for United. And they're going to shake things up in the back as well as up front, as Alesi and Brousseau will be 2 of the 3 to exit. And Shake will also leave the game tonight. Noel Medeiros will be the one to come in. He'll play in that number 10 role for Alesi. In the back is Sab Kohar, who replaces Brousseau. And he's got it now. And he's looking for Medeiros. Noel Medeiros last season playing with Hamilton United. Now with Cambridge this season. Here's Sua. Towards the end line, a deep cross towards the back post. Nobody there. Kyler Monteroso will be the one to replace Shake on that far right side. Monteroso playing his first season with Cambridge. He played for Guelph United B last season in League 2. Had 1 goal in just 10 matches last season in the Southwest Division of League 2. See if he can be a difference maker here. Ball played to behind Ita. And Tolcic was just too far behind that ball. Another great opportunity for Cambridge to get an opportunity, as they've had some good looks in this game. And Williams has been a big part of why it still remains scoreless. Romano. So it's actually Nibagora who's on that far side. He's the one who came in for Shake, not Monteroso. Spread towards the middle, and Tolcic brings it down excellently. Now trying to slip it in behind for Medeiros. It was cleared away by record right, Greenidge. Kohar has to be careful there as Record Right was all over him. Came off the deflection in the path now of Ashaya. Ashaya looking to take it towards the byline. Kohar fresh. Able to take it away from him, but his pass too far for Nibagora as that one goes out for an inter throw. Materials last season in Championship Division of League One, 18 matches, 5 goals for Hamilton United, a team that struggled dearly. Were unable to get a win last year, just 5 draws on the season. It certainly was a bright spot in that team and brought a lot of offense for them last year, but making the switch now to Cambridge. He's coming off the bench in his first game. And Tolcic able to intercept that pass. It comes to Ramos anyway. Ramos gets it back. Majed looking to switch over for Kalushin. It finds the path of Ashaya. Ashaya against Kohar. Kalushin trying to play the ball to the box, was pulled down from behind, and it goes out for a goal kick. And now just 20 minutes remain here in this cup tie. Scoreless between Inter Toronto and Cambridge United. Ashaya trying to change that. And that shot goes well wide on the turn from Moreno. You wonder if Inter will look towards their bench, and with the OPL Cup starting this early in April, teams sometimes can be a little bit second-handed with players on their bench, not full rosters here, depending on where people are stationed during the fall and winter seasons and post-secondary endeavors. But it looks like Inter is getting ready for a change. Here's Kalushin. Kenefotsky now with Record Right. Looks like Inter Toronto is going to will be an offensive substitution to try and get that game-leading goal and break the deadlock. Moreno. Tayshawn Taylor almost just lost out, able to keep it in on the near side. Suai coming across was Greenidge, able to clear that one out of play. So Anya Ocho will be the one to come in for Inter Toronto, and Taylor will be the one to exit. So we'll see how this switches up. It won't be a like-for-like change, as Anya Ocho will be heading towards the upper part of the field, and Record Right's probably going to come to this right back position where Taylor was. As he takes the throw, he'll get it back from Moreno. Grant throws in a challenge. Lesic finds Romano. And Greenidge will clear. And Tolcic trying to flick forward. Materials was making the run in behind, but finds the path of Kenefotsky. Ashaya. First touches down the ball for Anyocha, 16-year-old for Inter Toronto. Playing in his first League One season, his first League One, now OPL match. It was signed by Inter Toronto just this past year. Ashaya towards the 6-yard area. Greenidge Awkwardly playing that one down for his teammate to clear as Heibecker gets it forward. Here's Delvecchio. Majed. Kalushin. Moreno. Kalushin continues his run inside the 6-yard area. It's just cleared away. Grant able to hold it in as Cambridge keeps from conceding the corner. And Tolchich knocks it down for Lesic. Now Evan and Tolchich. Plays it all the way back for Schaefer. His ball played away and he's out of his net. Ramos, chance to fire, came off the body of Heibecker and skied well wide by Ashaya. Another opportunity for Toronto. Cambridge will start out of the back. And Tolchich, nice turn inside the middle. Medeiros trying to make the run in behind. Williams well off his line to clear. Quarter of an hour remains here of regular time. Winners needed in these cup ties will head to extras and if needed penalties. So we'll just clear out. There'll be a throw for Cambridge United on the near side. Another substitution getting ready. It's going to be Ricardo Alvarado who's going to come in for Cambridge United. And Lesic is going to be the one to go off. So that'll change things a little bit for Cambridge United. Alvarado usually stationed as an outside winger. He's in the middle of the park for now where Lesic was. Not cleared well that time. Nibagora let that one go over his head. Aniocha now able to play it forward for Moreno as he stops up. Alvarado marking him. He goes to the top of the box now as Majed trying to settle. Greenwich flying in with the challenge, able to get it away. Now up for Romano and Tolchich. Finds Grant on the near side. And Evan and Tolchich will go back for Heibecker as Cambridge slows things down with possession in their own third. Here's Kohar. Alvarado first touches since coming on. Nibagora. And Tolchich had pressure coming, able to get it up towards Nibagora. Medeiros was waiting for it. It was cut out by Kenifotsky and out for a United throw-in. Majed tried to settle. Romano dispossessed him. Played into the path. Now of Nibagora, he just ran out of room on the end line as tried to get that ball back for Medeiros. It's been a lot of Cambridge here in these last few minutes. Since making those subs, they've had the better of the opportunities. It's really when United has made their own problems, mistakes that have created opportunities for Inter Toronto that they haven't been able to take advantage of. Throwing in the deep corner now for Cambridge. Nearing it on the final 10 minutes of regular time of the 90. And Tolchich knocks down for Grant as he clears forward. Kanafotsky, the lone man back for Inter. He goes all the way for his keeper and Williams. In towards Moreno. Cleared away by Kohar, and Del Vecchio backtracking. Here's Record Right. Now on the outside after Taylor was replaced. Kanafotsky. On Yocha. Now a chance to drive on Kohar. Tried to go around him in towards the box. It's cleared away. Nibagora gets it as far now as Majet. The back heel from Ishaya was taken away by Antolcic. Cambridge still unable to clear. Ishaya lost of possession just outside the 18. Onyocha. Toronto holding possession. Ishaya and just not on the same page that time. Here's Del Vecchio. Record Right. Getting the urge to move forward. That came off the hand of Alvarado. And no call from the referee. It comes all the way to Schaefer. It was tight to his body, and you feel that's what the referee deemed it as. Sliding challenge coming in from Majet, able to win it as Ramos has it. Great feed, able to get away from a couple of United players. Sua. And Grant went right through the side of him. It's going to be a free kick for Inter. Another change getting ready for Cambridge. Another chance to deliver something into the box for Inter Toronto. So now coming in is Kyler Monteroso. He's going to replace Grant once they get that substitution made. So Grant off, Monteroso will come on. Monteroso now taking that more forward position. Ashai will be the one to take the free kick for Inter. In towards the 6, knotting it down towards Schaefer. Ramos. Schaefer out of his net, trying to get it back towards goal, and it was last touch off of Toronto. And another chance inside the box where Inter just couldn't quite get the shot off and created a really good opportunity to score. Played forward by Schaefer. Almost got by Del Vecchio. Kanafotsky. Kohar nods it back towards the middle of the field. Kanafotsky now in a forward position. Trying to get it away for Ramos. Here's Record Right. Looking to play that ball all the way for Adiocha. Didn't make it to him. Nice touch there by Shia, but it was Greenidge who came sliding across to make another strong challenge. Del Vecchio away from pressure. Here's Record Right. Kalushin. With some space to enter into. Went down and just on the edge of the area. The foul by Kohar. And that was puts in a position where you could think about going for goal here if you're Ishia just outside the 18-yard box. A tight angle, but opportunities to try and find that near side post or cross it into an area. Shy and Collusion both standing over this free kick. Just over 5.5 minutes remaining here of the 90. Still 0-0 scoreline between Cambridge United and Inter Toronto in their first games of the season, round number 1 of the OPL Cup. It's going to be a Shia to take. Low towards the 6-yard box, bobbled around, blocked in front as it's brought back out to Sua. His shot was blocked. Ball played in behind for Ashia. His shot trying to go around Kohar was defended well and played forward. Romano trying to flick for Monteroso, who was looking in behind. And Romano will just let it run. Looking to play the throw quickly. They'll have to take him back as he took some steps forward. So after that, Kohar will get it in short for Antolcic. And Kalushin just giving the ball right back to United. And another whistle will bring that throw back. Railway and Guelph United, they went to penalties here tonight. One of the other games going on this evening. It was Guelph United who came up victorious after a 1-1 draw. This one's still scoreless. North Toronto beat Rush 3-0. FC London currently beating Oakville 2-1. And Unionville up 4-0 against Kingston. Del Vecchio. Challenge inside the box. Penalty called straight towards the spot. And not a difficult decision. Del Vecchio late on the challenge. And United is going to have a chance to take the lead here late. It was Monteroso who got that ball behind and was taken inside the area. And to take it is going to be Sab Kohar. 5th year, just finished his final season at Conestoga, came off the bench here tonight. Didn't score in 8 matches he played in League 2 last season. And a chance to get his first of the year here. And what a time it would be to do it. Williams readies as Kohar steps up. And he slots it in the bottom corner. Cool as you like from Sab Kohar. And a 1-0 lead for the home side late here. With just 2 minutes remaining in regular time. And that might be the goal that just gets United across the line over Inter Toronto and into the second round for the second straight year. With extra time, we'll probably expect maybe 3 to 4 minutes after the 90. Can we see something late here and a late push from Inter Toronto? Or will that goal from Sab Kohar be enough? Monteroso finds Romano. Quickly out Medeiros. Try to settle his feet and record right sent that one all the way up and out of play. Del Vecchio heads it clear. Monteroso able to take back possession now. Nubagora able to hold it in inside the corner as he looks to waste his final minutes. Cleared up by Majed, all the way to Alvarado. Nicholas Antolcic. Dispossessed Delvecchio. Antolcic misread that play, and Morano trying to get it behind. Antolcic came across. Flag comes up on the near side as Greenwich just clipped Morano from behind. And another opportunity for Inter Toronto. They've had a couple of these here on this right flank to put a good ball in. They have not been able to capitalize. Substitution being made in the meantime, as it'll be Kalushin to come off. And David Peraza will be the one to come in. Another youngster, 16 years of age, will make his OPL debut here tonight. Flick towards goal off the free kick, but just off target, and we're into extra time. It was indicated 3 minutes of added here at the end of the 90. So Nicholas Antolcic down inside his own box. He's cramping. And the referee coming over to check on him. Another substitution getting ready for Cambridge. And it's going to be to take Antolcic off the field. It'll be Denilson Clamp, the one to come in. As they work to get Antolcic off the field. Clamp only 5 appearances last season in League 2 play. At 3 starts, he came off the bench twice, but in those 5 games scoring 3 goals, he's been used heavily as a big impact sub for Cambridge United over the past 2 years. Played 3 seasons now for Waterloo, Cambridge, Ontario native. But now for him, his job just to try and shore up this lead after that conversion from the penalty spot from Sab Kohar. So even though we've sat through at least a minute and a half of extra time, we'll probably play a little bit longer with that substitution and injury. Schaefer will just look to get it up pitch. Record right able to knot it in towards his teammates. Now on the far side, it's Sua. He switched positions now with Peraza coming on, but that one steers all the way for a goal kick. After being promoted now to OPL 2, Cambridge looking to also get to the second round of the Cup, as they currently lead with minimal time remaining in extra. Sua lost possession now as Monteroso, who won that penalty, trying to get it forward for Romano. Williams quickly upfield. Headed away behind Becker. Clamp unable to really corral that ball, came back over to Williams. Now here's Record right. Ball in towards the striker, but was behind him. Alvarado on the turn. Maybe one last chance for Cambridge United to put this game away. Clamp gets it back from Monteroso, now swings it to the far side. Medeiros, just enough legs to keep that in play. Delvecchio, double teaming there with Sua. They're able to take it back from him. Romano throws in a challenge. 50-50 inside the middle, one by Alvarado. Nifty feet away from Peraza, now down the line.
Come on, Kyler.
It was cut off by Kanatowski, maybe one last chance for Inter if they hurry. Cut out by Medeiros. Played forward Romano. And a challenge, it's going to go Inter's way as Onyeocha was knocked down by Romano, and everyone will find their way into the box now for Inter. This may be the last play of this cup tie. It's Isai, the one standing over it for Inter. All 9 Toronto players in the box waiting for this delivery. Trying to tie late and send it to extra time. We've already played the 93 minutes we're supposed to. Isaiah in towards the area, flick forward. It's cleared off the line by Romano. Williams back inside the box. Greenidge headed away. Alvarado now a chance to clear. Peraza took it away from him, but that's the final whistle. And the home team, Cambridge United, comes away with a tight 1-0 win after a penalty won by the substitute Kyler Monteroso, who comes on. And it's Sab Kohar to slot it home. And Cambridge United will be moving on to the second round as they beat Inter Toronto here at the Fountain Street Complex. From myself, Noah Vogel, thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you another time here for Match Week 1, Game of the Week. It's Cambridge United 1, Inter Toronto 0.